triple A.
Ah.
Can you hear it? The pulses of the living. The ironic rhythm is a grand orchestra. It's never the same tone. Who wants to stop this? There can be. When the violent storm is over, blue sky is more beautiful than ever. You see, I want that, that's all I want. I drift tonight the wind, I'll just be a black sea. I drift tonight, please don't stop the flow. I drift tonight with wandering touch. I will be of this universe. I drift tonight a finite world. The finite one and
Piping hot, popping like popcorn. Can you hear the bells ding dong?
珍しい時間。
ああ。やるかー。珍しい時間。で、なんか寝れなくなった。寝すぎてたんだけど、ちょっと前まで。全く寝れなくなった。一昨日3時間しか寝なくて、今日2時間しか寝てない。1時間寝て起きて1時間寝て起きた。やべえかも。
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
そうです。
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Esteva, happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft.
帰ってください。
He's on his way to Gordona. In the meantime, he requests
Mycroft
your
だ。
assistance
来るんだ。
with a sensitive matter. My orders are to provide you with the details.
忙しいんで。
I'm afraid I don't have time for this now.
I hope that you will reconsider. If you do, I'll be here.
え気が変わったら来てください。なんか必須必須ってこと？じゃあサブクエやってみよっか。オルドナストーリ
エコで生活リズムぐちゃぐちゃになったの。
ー。わかんない。なんかでもどうでも良さそうだな。カラディオ地区のボナパルト通り。ジョンが気づいたって言ってるから、ジョンの話はなんか別にどうでもいいんだよな。なんかでも、海賊の話あるよ。 ちょっとやってみて面白くなかったらやめるか。あ、でもこっちの方、これがあれか。あ、これがサイドクエストっぽいな、どちらかといえば。盗まれたバイオリンに対する情報だって。こっちの方が面白そう。スカラディオ地区中央。スカラディオ地区中央。ここだ。行ってみようぜ。センス高くね？センスなんか戻ってるくせんだけど、これ。カメラ感度戻すね、勝手に。こんなもんでいいや。後ろですね。このゲーム、いや、難しいよな、昼夜って。すげえ難しいんだけどさ、この手のゲームでさ、夜って短くてよくね？いや、すげえ難しいんだけど、夜も好きな人もいるから。殺害容疑を否認している。妙だな。否認してるって。
Can you satisfy my curiosity? It's none of your business, worker.
盗まれたバイオリンに関する情報。あ、これだ。私のバイオリンが盗まれてしまいました。スカラリオ地区アドラー通り。なるほどね。スカラディオ地区アドラー通りの北のプロフェッサー街道を右まっすぐ進んで左のだな。
The best antiques in the district.
Come closer and try something on.
I'm having deja vu. This house seems so familiar. I'm having deja vu.
お、
This
こ
house
ちらね。
seems so familiar.
Greetings.
これホームズ
Would
詳
you
しい
be
人だ
here
とはあれね。
about my violin
ってなるんか
by
ね。
any chance?
I am. I
いや、
saw
なら
your
ないでしょ。
poster
さすがに犯人分かっちゃうから。
The name is Sherlock.
事件はオリジナルでしょ。
Very
登場
pleased
人
to
物
meet you,
は、なんかマイクロフトとかは、あ、兄弟だって分かるだろうけど、
Anthony
そりゃ。
James. But by the sounds of it, you haven't seen my instrument, alas.
事
But
件は
if
さすがに
there's
ちゃうんじゃない？
anything you can do to help locate it, I'd be most glad.
何があったんですか？
Just tell me exactly what happened. How was your violin stolen?
Some needy soul broke into my home while I was out. The only thing of value they took was the instrument.
Did you report the theft to the police?
I did, but they dismissed it as petty theft. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame them. They certainly have more important matters to
こう
do.
見るとなんか本当ゲームの表情って進化したなって感じするね。
It would be another crime if I let some petty thief get away with your beloved violin. Let me help you find it.
Oh,
モブキャラでもすげえ頑張ってる。
I cannot tell you
で
how
こういうモブ
grateful
キャラでも金かからずにこういうモーション作れるなって
Come
話だから
inside,
な。わ
I'll show you everything.
かんない。このゲームかけてるのかもしれないけど。
Feel free to look around. Feel free to look around.
お、本当だ。何これ？
The thief left the bow. I suppose he prefers pizzicato.
バイオリンって弦はいらないの？いらないっていうかなんつうんだろう。重要じゃないのか
The jagged bottle reeks of cheap whiskey.
な？なんかセットで持ってけばいいのにって思っちゃうけど。そうでもないのかね。これ何？
The scrap of fabric is covered in white stains.
出血してるやん。
Clumsy of a thief to cut himself on the glass he just broke. An utterly useless theft deterrent for a glass display case.
それ
Nothing
は
was
そう。
taken except for the violin. How
バイオ
odd.
リン以外に盗まれたものはない。うん、確かに。
These are intricate pieces of music. Quite beautiful if my sight reading holds true. I see you've received many accolades.
Ah, those are from a long time ago. Anything else you'd like to know?
You weren't here when the burglary happened, correct?
I was tending to my wife's grave at the cemetery. I was only gone a few hours and locked the door before leaving.
Does anyone else live here?
No. My dear Emily died long ago. And God never blessed us with children. I used to give music lessons. But nobody visits me anymore.
と言われましてもって感じやな。
This cover is dusty. It hasn't been taken off for a long time.
We could bake apples here, or smoke a duck. Ooh, or make pizza. Do you like
The
pineapple?
door was kicked in.
Ah, it is all so unfair.
すべての証拠を収集した。血痕を残して逃げている。科学分析のコーナー。3、マイナス4。3、マイナス4。マイナス4。あれ ?1 枚しかないカードが。終わってんじゃん。これどうやんのこれどうすんだ青がマイナスになるのって他ないよね。あ、なんかある。プラスマイナス逆にするとかある。何それ。じゃあ、こういうことかな。3マイナス4。100 IQ。布には塩と火薬の跡がある。塩ですか。血痕を残して逃げてるから、
Fortunate.
これをちょっと追ってみるっていう手はある気がするけど。窓から逃げたって感じじゃないっぽいな。俺が悪いんかなこうたまにしか見えないの。もうちょっとはっきり見えてもいいもんだと思うんだけど。このなんか、フォーカスモードの時の。これ。すげえ見づらいんだよな、このゲーム。まあずっと残りっぱなしだったら簡単すぎるって話なのかな。まあでも、見づらいだけなんだよな。
The trail stops here among the waste.
なんかあった
Hello, sir. Would you like some fruit?
なんかすげえなお前。なんか
I'm not hungry.
身長となんか合ってねえな顔が。
Any chance you saw someone with one?
Oh, yes, I did.
なんか
It was
なん
sailors,
か
sir.
すげえな違和感がすげえなこの楽器。なんだ
They ate lots of fruit.
もぎたてではない
And
や
said
ろ
that。my donkey looks like their
言
friend.
うんだよ。
Lieutenant Sean.
A lieutenant. Did you see where they went?
No, sorry, sir. I was helping other guys.
夜だからな今。
Oh, and sir, the sailors also took my donkey. So I guess they weren't very good customers. They promised to return him, but they didn't come back. My father would kill me.
だからここでずっと待っているんです。
So I'm still waiting here for them.
Do you know Anthony Jones, the musician? He lives nearby.
Of course. Mr. Jones is very
もう
good.
今
He never
かわい
bought
そう。
us.
朝日やぞ今。朝日が今登ってくるところやぞ。
Crack a smile, so pray tell.
Well, the first time they came by, the sailors mentioned something about music, so I told them Mr. Jones can teach them how to play. Wait, so what is his violin? Oh,
お前がけしかけた。
Indeed. You sent a mob of half-cut sailors to burgle an old man. Terrific work, boy.
but I didn't know. I just wanted to help. Does that mean they won't bring my donkey back too?
It's your
Oh
fault.
no.
Oh, you can't be so naive, or people will continue to take advantage of you. Lucky for you,
Yotsukero.
I'm on the hunt for these sailors, which means there's a chance I'll save your donkey too. Stay put. May I ask you something?
Go back to work. I'm not answering your questions.
子供にも公平に厳しい。
Someone must have seen where they took it. It's a donkey, for heaven's sake. Is this familiar to you?
Listen, friend.
I like your face. I'll tell you.
柱のあるアーチ道のそばにある水飲み場の近く。柱のあるアーチ道のそば。これもしかして。
The donkey was being stubborn, but so were they.
There we are.
ロバ、
First lead in our asinine
ロバめっちゃ
chase.
ゴリルやん。
Don't mind the mud, Sherry. Get your ear to the ground. I'm sure you'll hear the hooves.
ロバって金になる。
ロバ、水兵、
One of them lost his cap.
めっちゃ物落とすやん。
They certainly bought a lot of fruit from the boy. Fear of scurvy, perhaps?
解決病ってビタミン不足だっけ？
A pile of dung. An act of
ロバにも
defiance. I hope
穴
you've
は
got
あるん
an
だよ
issue.
な。
あ、
Another bottle of whiskey.
あれ？
This must be Lieutenant Sean. The sailors couldn't get him inside the tavern.
Don't forget to point the boy to his donkey on our way
ビ
back.
タミン C だっけな。
ビタミン C だっけ？
Grief, those drunks are wreaking havoc in there.
騒ぎを起こしているのは誰か特定してください。これマジで運ゲーだよな。もうガチで運ゲーな気がする。
Grief, those drunks are.
なんかあんのかな。
センス。
ガチで運ゲーだよな。全部見えてて、その中からピックアップするとかならいいんだけど、なんか出てくるやつ1個でも見逃したらダメだからさ。水兵が酒場で暴れ回ってる。私に任せなさい。
追加のカードが出てくるのかわからんのはきつい。
スーパーパンチ。ファイヤーパンチになったけど今。うるせえ。高3とか関係ね。
Don't cry, you'll live.
腹パンパン。
これさ、何もつけてないやつ強すぎるんだよなマジで。
I thought we were against
あ、死んじゃった。これ無理なの？これなんかフィールドを活用するしかないのきつい。いったいった。
the snuff's
武器
ready.
飛ばせばええんちゃう。
いや多分ねこれやるしかない。かなんかフィールドのやつ利用するしかないんだけど。
Take a rest, my friend.
待って待って待って待って。スーパーパンチ。
Too simple.
やべヘッドショットしちゃった。
Kept him alive.
つい帽子してるやつ不利なんか弱点なのマジで謎なんだよな。
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff.
いいぞいいぞいいぞ。
May I?
これ無双転生なんなの？たまに起きる。
Take a
たまに起きる敵の背後に一瞬で回る技なんなのマジで。
バリ
Don't
ツです。
cry, you'll live.
Give him the pepper snuff.
これ当たんないの納得いかね。これ何投げてんだよマジで。いやナイフ投げてんだろうけど。
朝霧のキャラに変えても違和感ない。
朝栗こんな感じなんだっけ。あ終わった。
Well, they left me no choice.
8円
I
安
think I'm
ー
nearing intoxication myself just
全部
from
撃
the
ち殺せばよか
smell
ったわ安ーえあ、バイオリンあるやったね
The maker's stamp suggests it was made by a student of Pressender. Quite a lovely instrument.
人が死んでんねんで。
After all the mayhem, it's still in one piece.
あれっすか返さないで売りて楽器いたのどの辺だったっけあ、いた、ここだ。ちょっと隠れてみなかった。
I found your donkey. It's not far from here, outside the Wet Whiskers Tavern. You'd better go after it before someone decides to borrow it again.
Thank you, sir. I'll be quick as a flash.
眉間にシワ寄りすぎだろ、このガキ。
Okay? And don't eat anything. Well, you can have a couple of grapes, but only the small ones.
Well done. I look forward to the
グロンを見といてくれませんかえワイええええ多分これそういうあれだよね サイドクエストマジでしょうもなかった。
子供との約束を破る気か。
It might have gained a few nicks and scratches, but
Donkey
considering
だか
what
ら。
it's been through, it's a miracle that it's still in one piece.
God bless you. I am deeply in your debt, Mr. Holmes. The scratches don't matter. They are like scars, each telling a story. It is the sound that matters. Oh, you should hear her sing.
It would be my pleasure.
This melody, Sherlock. Don't you recognize it?
聞き覚えがある旋律。え昔の記憶が蘇ってきた。
Look up, Sherry. There used to be an attic up there. We used to sneak in from the roof and listen to Mr. Jones play when we were children. You should tell the old man the truth. I think it will mean a lot to him.
本当だ、なんか
サ
ある。
ブクエやらんと記憶飛び飛びになるんかいな。
いや、そういうわけじゃないっぽい。
I'd forgotten how beautiful a violin sounds in the skilled hands of the
あ
virtuoso.
の時の子供です。
Melody, it brought back some memories.
まあ、盗み聞きか、あの時のっていうか。
As a child, I used to sneak into the attic above this very room and listen to you play. Spellbound by the music.
Oh, so that was you. After my wife's death,
バレてた。
it was difficult to pick up the violin again.
あの時あなたを助けたも
But
ので
knowing
す。
someone
金を
was
くれ。
listening
あなただったんですか。
in fact,
衝撃的だわ、こんな格好で来られたら。
man like yourself
あなたのようなお若い方であれば。
second life into this instrument. It's a remarkable outlet for one's
え
emotion.
くれるんです
You should have it.
I can't accept that. And, oh, I don't play.
It's never too late to learn, Mr. Holmes. The way
結構
I
困
see
るこれ。
the violin
気まずこれ。困るなんかバイオリン。
care of
困るきつ
Really glad we helped him.
きつバイオリン受け取ってください。
発表会しなきゃ。次どっかで会った時演奏してくださいと会話レンジャー。
きつあの時のバイオリンどうしましたかって言われるのきついや、そんなこと言われても弾けねえよみたいな。いや、ちょっと合いませんでしたっていうの気まずきついわやめてほしいね。 正直そう。やめてほしいね。あの時送った花どうなりましたみたいな、クソみたいな質問だよな。
売り飛ばして。
いやもう枯れましたけどみたいな。そんなこと聞くやつおるみたいな。帰ればいいのかな。
So, are you ready to take on the task?
引き受けないと。
サボテン。
You have my attention.
サボテン。
Mark
サボテンすぐ枯らすやついるからな。
Arthur Ridley is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
中身カラカラとか。サーラのサボテン話マジずるいな。
The Ottoman population
毎日水をミネラルウォーターを
ソースをされんぞ。
this way, so
ああ、ラブリー飲み残し。やつはね。
毎日飲み残しをあげてたら枯
I'm
れた。
afraid we are still teetering on the edge of open hostility.
下手くそかよマジで。
What does Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir.
やっぱ大事に育てるっていう気持ちだけがあればどうにかなるっていう問題じゃない。虐待っていう気持ちだけでは生命はどうしようもないんだよ。教訓になるね。
We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There is a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
味噌汁あったら味噌汁あげてそう。
ちょっと余ったな味噌汁っつって。ああ、これあれなんだ。サブクエなんだ。とりあえずこっちからでいいや。作品展を見に来て、旧市街地区バザー街とヘルメスアベニュー。バザー街とヘルメスアベニュー。旧市街。バザー街とヘルメスアベニュー。マイクロフトのあれとかどうでもいいだろう。ないな。バザー街は見つけたんだけど。ヘルメスアベニュー？あ、これだ。ここら辺だな。マイクロフトの頼みとか。
お兄ちゃんは政治家にめちゃくちゃ顔の利く偉いさんやぞ。
偉いさんやな。知らん知らん。マイクロフトのためとか知らん知らん。俺原作知らないんだけどさ、ドラマとか知らないにわかなんだけどさ、どれもドラマとか映画とかの、ホームズと、マイクロフトの関係って、なんか、仲いいけど、お互い、はいはい、ワロスワロスみたいな。なんか適当みたいな。適当っていうかなんか、リスペクトしてるけど、なんかこう、いや、今みたいな感じ、こういう頼まれたらちょっとほったらかしたりするみたいな。節がある感じするけど、原作そうなのかね。美術館があるのは交差点にある大正宿。大衆宿じゃなくて。美術館があるのここに。本当だ。
Mr. Holmes,
そのメガネ流行ってんの？
Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
目線だけあるのやめろよ。変態やろ。
Size was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
絵で思い出したけどな、なんか AI が描いてる絵めっちゃよくね。おい、めちゃくちゃ好きなんだけど。
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve.
なんも見えんが。なんも見えんが。 ホームズ君ちょっとどいて。ホームズ君めちゃくちゃかっこいいんだけど、めちゃくちゃもうあれなんだよな。
プリキュアかなんかのやつよかったな。
初音ミクじゃなかった？エッチな絵しか出てこない。
いくつか上がってた。
そう。3枚目なんか人の顔っぽいのが出ちゃってると、やっぱなんか違うなってなる。人の顔っぽいのが出てないやつが好きだわ。めっちゃ好きだわ。これずるいよなぁ。裏切った。これ永遠と擦れるわ、多分。アプリって特にやってないけど。絵に関してはマジでさ、いや、こんなん言ったらまたなんか賛否あるんだけど、AI に全部任せりゃいいって時代、いつか来そうだよなって思っちゃうわ。はい。
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched. There's no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct.
なるほど。
Tell me you're not intrigued.
密室のはずなのにって話か。
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with a
塚
key.
美術館。
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh no! It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
こういうゲームの中の美術館の絵ってなんか大変そう。いい加減に作ると安っぽいし、かといって金をかけてもめんどくさいし、無駄、なんかデザイナーに頑張ってもらってもあれだし、これとかなんだよ。とはいえこれはなんだよ。ケツと見せかけた筋肉ムキムキの腕みたいな。
ケツジョン。
ケツとは限らないよ。このチンポなんかあれもなかった？さっきもなかった？この前もどっかに。あ、お家かだ。上はいけないのか。
Back home we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
なんだよこれ。あ、これ焼けたのか。え、これどっち？これどっち？これはこれで作品なのか？多分。これはこれで作品なのか？わからんこれ。いや、これサメの作品が焼かれたのか。これがこれで作品。なんでベッドがあるんだよ。なんだこれマジで。一かき傷。磁石のクズ。ああ、おしょったんじゃないかよ。
Footprints. Size 9.5.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness
サメを
unbroken.
ホルマリン漬けにして展示した芸術家が中のサメ腐ったから交換したら、それは 別の作品じゃないのかって論議が起きたやつのオマージュかもしれん。
オルマリン漬けにしても中身腐ったんだ。どんだけ置いてたんだよ。
A handprint of the thing from another world. Plus, it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
何それ。ちょっと興味ある。ほんとだ。こういうシリーズ。これ芸術なの？これあれじゃん。ジョジョのジョジョのボスじゃん。何これ。
ゴブやん。
何これ。危険レベルの発がん性物質、ホルムアルデヒドガスが検出されました。これさあ、これさあ、まあいいけど、どのくらい出たんだろう。それは出るやろみたいな。それは危険レベルのね、やつが出たんだろうけど、私も危険レベルのガスが出てる会社で働いてましたけどね。母とこう分断されて、気違いやろ。言っちゃうわ。いやもう、ノータイムで出てしまったわ。ノータイムで出てしまったわ、思わず。何これ。奥に見える白い箱にはウジ、ハエの幼虫が培養されている。手前にあるのは牛の頭。牛の頭が設置されたボックスの上部には殺虫灯が点灯しており、そのために、牛の頭の周りには死んだハエがたくさんいる。なんかさ、動物園とかでやってほしいよね。じゃないなんか。これめっちゃ面白いね、でも。いや、やってることはめっちゃ面白いんだけど、なんか、興味のそそられ方が芸術ってよりは、動物園のさ、ハキリアリの展示知ってる？俺めちゃくちゃ好きでさ、こう話変わるってじゃ変わるんだけど、ハキリがね、葉っぱの、これで出るのかな？いやもう、これなんだけど、展示とかで。
この童貞めが
そう、ジョー死んじゃったやつ。
ジョー死んじゃったやつ？
そう、多摩動物公園。これすげえ行きたかったんだよな。これ、今、これめっちゃ面白いことやってるからあれなんだけど、まず、そう、ハキリアリ自体は、すげえ面白いアリで、俺もこの女王展示の時にいろいろ調べて知ったんだけど、普通のアリと違って、葉っぱを自分たちの顎で切って、
過去にも何回かやってるらしいから。
そうなんだ。相当長いんじゃないでも。葉っぱを自分たちの顎で切って、それを食うんじゃなくて、巣まで運んで、それを餌にっつうのかな？それを要するに、もうアリが培養して、そう、なんか、菌？ようわかんない。俺もちょっと、
微妙に違うらしい。
いちいち覚えてないんだけど、菌を、要するになんか発酵させるみたいなノリで、させて、で、それで作り出した、なんか、なんだっけな。
キノコだか金
そう
糸が、作
キ
るんだってば。
ノコだ。そう、キノコを作って、それをこいつらが食うみたいな。これ、多摩動物公園にあれだ。そう。これすごいやつだ。歯をみんなで持ってって、あれ映るかな？巣がなんかすごいことなってるよね。ハキリアリのこの、女王死んだ後にだんだん崩壊していくコロニーを展示するっていう発想、ちょっとサイコだけど、めちゃくちゃ面白いよね。歯を切る姿も運ぶ姿もない。あ、仕事サボり始めるんだ、やっぱみんな崩壊して、職場が。なんか維持できなくなるんだよね。そう、菌死体を育てて、そう、なんか、培養させて食うみたいな感じっぽいけど、なんかもう崩壊していくみたい。なんかそうだ。で、ちゃんと食った後にゴミ捨て場もあって、ゴミを運ぶアリと、葉っぱを切って運ぶアリと、その菌糸を育てるアリと、みたいので分かれてるっぽくて、そう、展示のものとしてのクオリティが高いんだよね。一回見たいっすね。それに比べてこのダミアン・ハーストとかいうやつのこの安直さ。牛の頭ドーン、ハエボーン。いいんだけどさ。アートって。だからアート。だからね、わかりやすくなんか何かを伝えてるのがアート。
ダミアン君は、芸術はビジネスって言い切ってるからな。
あ、いいね、それでも。それすごいいいですね。芸術はビジネス。
最終まで行って展示終わったんじゃなかったっけ？
そうなんだ。
ベタのお仲間にしか見えん。
ハエは牛の頭に卵を産み、やがてウジ虫が起きる。やがてハエになる。ハエは殺虫灯に当たって死ぬ。そしてそれをウジ虫が栄養とする。この作品の中で自然界の一つの食物連鎖が描かれている。あまりにもグロテスクで批判が多いのも事実。殺虫灯なのガチでシュールだよな。動物園の展示館がすごいんだよな、これ。いや、いいね、でもこれ。いや、面白いと思うんだけど。ちゃんとガラスケースで囲って他の外敵というか他の何かが入らないのいいっすね。わかんない。実は入ってるのかもしれないけど。これはでもちょっともう母と子分断されてはもう最高じゃん、ただの面白いね。でこれ以外もサメ？いや、こいつ以外いないでしょ、だって。あ、ほんとだ。これか。あ、なんか見た気がするニュース、それ、俺。結構最近だよね。あ、最近、なんかこう、老害っぽくこと言うと、最近過去5年以内みたいな感じになっちゃうんだけど。見た気がするわ、それ。まあ、というくだらない話でした。
Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
出た。みんな好きだよね。
Devouring his son. Grim composition.
この絵みんな好きだよね。
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
The parasites of creativity, or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests.
あら、焼けちゃってる。ん？
Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
この絵に似た構図を発見して、サトルヌスジョン、わらわらって突っ込むのが、一種の遊びになってるもんな。
これな。あ、タバコで火つけたのかこれ。マルパルだ。マルパルくせんだよな。マルパル。
fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a cold mustache.
なるほど。
見える見える。
あ、ここ何？なんかあったのか？二人は脆い。絵なのかこれ。なるほど。間違えた。これ何？
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
73センチ、60センチ。
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was
足が悪いのか。なんか街中に足悪いやついたな。まあ足が悪いやつ全員犯人に見えちゃあかんのやけど。
old and hasn't been used for a long time.
任せてくださいよ。完璧に理解したわ。え？どういうこと？
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement,
全く知らないストーリーが展開されてる。
he left without properly checking.
俺手ついたのどういう意味だろうと思ったけど、中入ったのか。
before burning the paintings in Wild's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
絵が1個盗まれてるよ。完全に理解したわ。分かった
The
ぜ。
pieces are not what I expected. What do you think my collection is about?
It's a reflection on mortality. Nothing lasts forever, no beauty sustains itself, and everything succumbs to darkness. Am I right?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, What's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
3D メガ
What's
ネ。
wrong with a lie? It
何なん
corrupts
だろうね、
the
このメガネ。
ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Mr. Vogel, I've confirmed that the intruder was an average-sized, flexible, Malpal smoker with a limp. As it happens, the vandalism was a cover. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What? That is extraordinary.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
謎のレス画を見せられたが、
Your
高度
attention
す
to
ぎて
detail
よ
is
くわかんなか
remarkable,
ったで
Mr.
すね。
Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I
ホームズ
cannot
君は俺ら
suggest
と
a
違うんで。
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the corner.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works.
そいつ
The sum
や
was
ん。
more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty.
大崩壊時代。
But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be
ペッ
worse
トボ
after
ト
a
ルタワ
meal
ーが
and a
崩れ
hot
た。
bath.
I cannot tell.
ちょっとコンタク
But
トス
not
プレー持
only
って
did
く
he
るわ。
refuse the deal,
イヤホンが
he
片耳
insisted
い
on
かれてる
displaying。the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
あ、俺のスプレーどこ置いたか知らない？あれ？どこ置いたっけ？あれ？どこだっけな？
知るわけない定期。
知るわけない定期。あったあったあった。床だったわ。なるほどね。すいません。今、呪文をかけるんで、少々お待ちを。
カメラつけたら探してくれるよ。
はい、治った。はい、最強。ほんと最強。この、イヤホンを毎回買わなきゃって思ってた俺がバカらしくなる。謎のスプレー。
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman wrapped in robes,
てくさー
penetrated by a red devil that stared
て
at
く
us
さ
from the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large
Texas!
crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
てくさ
Well, given the nature of
て
the
自転車
other
くさ
play, it's hard to see why that one
自
stood
転
out.
車屋さんの匂いがする。
What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes.
寒い
After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
ビッグラッパ
I'm
か
not
けれない
sure
か
I
も
see
今
the。connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex,
OS1 飲みて
violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
こいつのメガネ
I
マジで気に
believe
な
I
るな
have。enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I
Depths.
expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story. 詳しい住所はわからない。これはどこに行けばいいやつでしょうかね。役所かなまあ。役所の記録を漁ってみよう。
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you. Collect them all and return for more.
ここかな登録法的文書旧市街地の、市民あれ出生とかにしてみる事業の職業法的文書死亡出生結婚市民の出生結婚死亡職業法的文書あ嘘だろおーそんなことある旧市街地区に住んでいた詳しい住所はわからない。あ、さすがに市役所だろ調べるの。旧市街の市民の出生。あ、これで違うんまず意味わからん。このゲームよ、マジで。このパートクソすぎんだろ。このパートさすがにクソすぎんだろ。マジで。
総当たりパート。
総当たりパートすぎるだろ。投票開始する。なにこれやっぱツイッチと連携できてないんだよな。ツイッチと連携してると見せかけてしてないからな、これ。嘘は。ストリーマーとしてログイン中。誰にログインしてんだよ、マジで。本当に謎。ちょっと悲しいよな、この機能使えないの。てか、さすがに役所では。 旧市街地区の市民の時代なわけがないじゃんだって。は？え？俺が悪いんこれ。マジで。まあ、ここじゃないならそこは行くか。Y が悪いんですかこれ。人探し行くときは何？じゃあ。新聞社？警察ではないだろう。でも警察なんかな。そんな犯罪しちゃうような、まあ、前科を調べるって感じか。前科調べ行くか。まあ、人んち放火して物盗んじゃうようなやつ。うん。まあ、前科も犯しているでしょうと。そういう見立てで行くか。そっちの方がなんかしっくりくるね。でも市役所あさったからって相棒が不機嫌になるのはちょっと理不尽すぎません？やや理不尽味がない？旧市街地区の容疑者ですね。ねえぞ、おい。ねえぞ。ねえぞ。ふざけんねん、マジで。ふざけんなって。違うと。ジョンの日記に新たな書き込み。Y が悪いんか、これ。そしたら新聞社行きますか。Y が悪いんか、これ。これなんか。あ、これ、あれでしょう。これ分からんやつおるみたいな。ホームズおる。
Mr. Holmes, I have something for
お
you.
時間をいただけるかしら。
Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
もういいよ。
I believe I am, but to be
クエスト受けるだけ受けて
very
放っと
clear,
こ
Miss Turtle, my interest extends to the message and not the messenger.
So he claims he's not a gal sneaker, seducing women everywhere he goes. Perhaps the truth is even more scandalous?
Please spare me the speculation and return to the matter at hand.
A gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Codona in their clammy
うなぎ
The British Empire
あ
can
の
abide
絶滅危惧種
no
の
longer. Mycroft insists they be
う
disbanded.
なぎ
But this
視聴
organization
者投
only
票
falls
機
with
能
the
解禁で
capture
きた
of their odious leader,
わかんないできない
Panzer. And note well, I did say capture, not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the Eels' warehouses. But alas, we do not know in which Friedrich
暇ならや
Panzer
るわ
resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse
お
before
必
entering.
ず正しい倉庫を選ぶよう
Because
にして
once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter. Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too. Again, do not enter the wrong location, nor see any harm done to Friedrich Panzer.
Miss Turtle, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
なぎ狩り旧市街の著名人の最近の出来事きたー芸術家の展示会での喧嘩 椅子を投げつけた。侮辱されたから椅子を投げたと述べている。大きな喧嘩が勃発し、喧嘩の参加者たちは全員逮捕。
なんだよ、その格好、働き者の女装した自分をシャーロックと思ってる人になってるじゃん。
誰と合ってる？彼の住所は旧市街地区スカーレット通りとオリーブ通り。スカーレット通りとオリーブ通り。スカーレット通りとオリーブ通り。この辺かな？この辺だな。いや、ミニマップ欲しいよな。ミニマップあると多分ごちゃごちゃしすぎるんだろうけど、オンオフとかね、なんともできるようにしてほしい感じはする。スカーレット通りとアベニュー通りの間の、スカーレット通りの間のヘルメスアベニュー。なるほど、この辺か？マーキュリオの自宅。
May I ask for your assistance?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
彼の自宅って出たけど、どこで入れんの？お？ここだ。
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, ma'am. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors
コン
allowed.
コンとかノックもせず入ったん
buy a
か。
painting from Mr. Boniface Mercury.
怖すぎだわ。
Dearie.
通報される
Tell
よ
me。because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entries for
いきなり
residents
すごい言う
only.
やん。
If you aren't a
ここに入れるのはう
resident,
ちの
please
住人
leave.
だけ。
Or I shall
そ
report
れは
you
そ
to
う
the。police.
それはそう。
No visitors allowed.
君のお母様から電話だ。
したらば511番さん。癖になってんだ。音も立てずに侵入するの。
なるほどね。わかったぜ。俺の完璧な変装見せてやるか。金がないんだよな、そんなに。金がないんですよ、私。お金が。金がないんですよね。洋服屋。 商人とまで帰るか。
常に金欠。
常に金欠。なんで俺頑張ってんのに金欠なんですかね。納得いかねえよな。
バイトとかできないの？
できる。こっち行って。だけどマップ覚えるようになったら楽しそうだよな。
Oriental rugs at a good price.
絨毯いらないかも。服屋、どれだっけ。服屋がこの辺にいるはずなんですけど。
Don't miss out on my. Let's pick something that suits you.
来た来た、犯罪者の服。借りれぜ。あ、借りれないこれ。購入ですわ。
A good choice.
犯罪者の服、失礼極まりないけどね。
A good choice indeed.
完璧な変装を完了しました。
どっからどう見ても犯罪者。
No
あれ
visitors allowed.
妙だな。ええ似てるんだけどな。え似てるんだけどな。ええないでしょだって。そんなガチニのやつ。ガチにいける？
No
ガチにいけるこれ。ちょっと、調べいくか。ガチに似せれんのかな。このなんか、胸開きシャツあんのかな。
Don't miss out on the
Let's pick
best
something that
carpets on
suits
the
you.
island.
胸開きシャツ。ないやろ。ないね。髪型も、あるあるあるあるある。これと
いや、待ってたよ。したらば512番さん。スケベなまたぎの衣装。
傷のある顔。
Be careful with what you've taken.
服が違うけど、服はいいの
Don't
か
miss
な。
out on my unique clothes. Let's pick something that suits you.
君だということは実の母親にわからないだろう。これがいるもしかして。
A good choice.
胸開きシャツあ
A
った
good
よ。
choice indeed.
嘘。
Let's pick something that suits you.
あ、本当だ。これなの？本当に？
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
うすらハゲじゃんって。あるじゃん。
来た。
Don't pass by. Welcome, welcome.
来ました、これ。化粧やっぱ違うとダメって言われるのかな。化粧違うとやっぱ
これは完璧。
誰お前って言われるのかな。あ、ダメだ。
Boniface, sweet. Is that you? Old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you?
化粧してみたん
I'm
だ。
ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake, how many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare.
化粧する遊び心を常に持つ美容医。
Please accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago, and I'm still waiting.
許された。
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
やったぜ。どれ？ここだ。あれ？あ、死んでるー。ワイ？
ああ。
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for
死
1
後
or 2
1
days.
日から2日。
The wound is precise. It
カ
was
ミソリか
inflicted
ナ
by
イ
a
フで
razor
首
or a
か。
knife.
これ何？布？
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the
こ
puddle
の
of
血だまりは
blood
布
was
よ
here
りも
before the
先にできた
rags.
よ。この血だまりは布よりも先にできたってどういうことだ？これか。
Could be the murder weapon. A normal kitchen knife.
さらっと人が死んでおりますがな。
Red skin,
エッ
tails
チ
on the
だ。
back. Reminds me of Verda's description of the stolen painting.
暗室的
The
な？
photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material. Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon? The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
割れてる。ナイフがなくなってる。青い生地。
It appears the wine was truly awful.
ああ？
Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this.
誰か中を物
Someone
色し
left
ている。
it after searching.
写真？
I wonder where he got that fancy camera.
どうせ盗んだんやろ。びっくりしたー。こいつ自体がやっぱ絵描くのかでも。
ビビるわ。
The chest has been searched.
なんかの絵探してたのかこれ。
Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here. The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expression.
200 IQ.
200 IQ タイム。まず、
死体現場に出るの？
自殺じゃないかも。
パンチパンチ。
お前何しとんねんからの頑張って殴ろうとしたけど負けた。はい、完璧。
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in.
写真
Mercurio
を
heard
現
him
像して
coming.
て
While the thief
何
was
しと
searching
ん
the chest,
ね
the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him. It's time for some chemical magic.
ケミカルマジックタイム。任せてくださいよ。だけど4たす3たす4。4たす3たす4ではないね。4を作ってみよう。3を作ってみよう。4を作ってみよう。4を作るには、これいらないね。これで4で。1がないね。3はこれにプラス1する。これにプラス1するのはこれですね。そうなると、これで青、3の、これ何これ何これ説明は試薬値を1つ増やす。
何何
1つ増やす。1つ増やすと、これ4になるね。マイナス1。あ、これ、ちょっと、やばい、これ。わからんわからんってなる。これやばいっすね、これ。今回やばいっすね、俺。試薬値増やせばこれ3になるな、これで。これいらないな。これで4になって。
もうダメだ、これ爆発する未来しかないわ。
これマジで。
みんな死ぬんだ。
エンパリーナですね、これ。433でしょ。プラス1どうやってやろう。プラス1をするには、プラス1きつー、これ。プラス1きつー、これ。プラス1は、これと、ちょっと待ってね。これで一応プラス1にはなるのか。でもこれ、ちょっとわけがなくなってる。マイナス6。 あ、これ、足し算が足りません。ちょっと待って。わけわからん、わけわからん。4。4。はい。はい、4。まあ、4は、いや、こんなめんどくさいことしなくても、ちょっと待ってね。いや、こうしよう。これで、もう、2の4を作る。で、プラス2、赤プラス2。で、4の2で、プラ2。で、さらに、こうと。444。マイナス1して、で、足らないね。
GG。
と、あ、違うわ。大きしはダメなんだわ。待って待って。わかったわかった。これを使おう。これを使うとなると、こうして、こうして、これで3、3と。あとプライチするだけ。
あと30分は
違うね。4、3、4。何が一番難しいこれ。3? いや、4だね。
風呂入ってこよ。
4を作るには、じゃあまずこれ。こういう組み合わせでできるね。これ4ですね。え？え？おーい。
絵は撮れたんでもう大丈夫ですよ。
ええ落ち着けって。こういうの逆から考えるんだって。逆から考えるにせよ。 プラス 1?
もう十分だ。
434。青の4を作るって思うと、あ、これがあるわ。で、これと、これ。あれ？
元科学クラブのリスナーおらんのか。
あ、いや、きついな。ちょいちょい。これを3にしたい。これを3にしたいね。違うね。いや、こうして、こう。いや、こうして、こうして、こうして、こう。4、3、4、きたー！余裕ですわ。はい、天才。あ？でっていう。
Violet 61 sheet, Violet 61 sheet, Violet 61 sheet, Violet 61 sheet.
The painting we need, Sherry.
As
200
expected, but
IQ.
that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs. I guess this is his most ordinary painting.
Violet 61
Spot the
GG.
two differences, John?
20 IQ.
Uh-huh.
If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be
こっ
somewhere
ちにあっ
here.
たね。
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
Oh.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find?
OS1 の見て!
Photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene.
OS1.
It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover
これ
a
どっち
corpse,
が
and I
Sherlock?
still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning
どっちがシャーロッ
Right,
ク
stick to the character. Tell her to call the police.
変な服着てる。カタジェの色な。
Here.
どっ
Avoid
ちや
drawing
る
the
な。
people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those.
変な服着てる方。どっち難しいね。変な服着てる方。一体どっちなんだ。
どっちもきついかも。
どっちもきついかも。
わからないか。
わからないか。
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
僕の部屋に最近誰か入ったかい？マーキュリーは死んだ。え？もうこっちでしょ。
Can you tell me if
どっち
anyone
かは
else has
変
recently
な服
entered
じゃ
the
ない
flat?
と思っていることが発覚。
You're talking about that limping.
足を引きずった男。
I'm sorry I
出た
let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a
首に入
limp,
れ墨
a
があった。
tattoo on his neck. and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
マーキュリーは死んだ。
Mr. Mercurio is dead.
Oh, is this some kind of joke, Boniface? What do you mean you're dead?
聞くことだけ聞いてバラしていく。
Oh, my dear. If you need to delay your payment for another week, that is all right. There is no need for these games. But this is the last time you hear me.
It's not about payment, Mom. If you open Mercurio's flat,
怖すぎでしょこれ。
body for yourself.
Dearie, you will not trick me into
怖すぎでしょこれ。
again, do you hear?
現実に目を向けろ。
Mom, I should say that you really need to face the reality. We have no time for another
とんでもねえ野郎だな。
Well, if Boniface Mercurio, the phantasmagoric decadent artist, tells me I need to face reality, then I don't know what I've done wrong with my life.
Thank you for your cooperation anyway, Mom. Farewell.
死人が歩く。
There may be a day when you understand the importance of emotional awareness. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
あ、強制的に脱がされた。なんだよ。また戻すか。
きつ。
きつ。で、ジョンが鍵の下身ごもった少女の写真。傷がついている。他は無名の最中に命を落とした。とりあえず、マーキュリーの殺人犯と美術館の泥棒は同一人物の可能性が非常に高いですね。泥棒の目的はマーキュリーの殺害ではなかった。まあそうね。なんか絵を撮ろうとしてって感じね。ホームズの目的はあの忌々しい写真を探すことだったかもしれない。泥棒は写真を探していた。写真を盗むためにマーキュリーの自宅に行った泥棒は犯人と鉢合わせをして、デッドボーイで彼を殺害してしまった。可能性高いですね。ピン止めと人のマーク、なんだっけ。
正当ではないやろ。わら。
正当防衛、まあ、そうね。周囲の人に質問。
正当パンチ。
スカラディオとシルバートンの間、ビクトリアブリッジの下。ビクトリアブリッジの下？ビクトリアブリッジの下。下ってお前。下は下なのか多分。地図で下って言う人って思ったけど、多分橋の下なんだろうな、普通に。ああ、ほんとなんかスラム街っぽいな。
どんくらいやってるん？
どんくらい今7時間やってっけど、普通におもろいね。ちょっと気になる点もあるけど、ガチクソだなみたいな。ブリッジの下。いつブリッジ通ったんだ俺。
まだチャプター1。
まだチャプター 1？ いや、チャプター1なんだよ。これが1作目みたいな。多分なんか3作品ぐらいまであるんじゃない？知らないけど。これがなんか1。なんて言うんだろう。難しい。あれ？チャプター1ってゲームだね。 あ
Murderers!
They're completely livid.
First they come to our land, then they murder our people.
Drop them all into the sea!
Where do you think
こ
you're
んにちは。
going?
ここの責任者と話をしろ。
次作モデルの確定感謝。
わかる。まあ、ここはシャーロック・ホームズの作品をずっと作ってるから。シャークそのものだ。
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm from City Hall. They sent me to oversee the situation.
無理かも。
No, you're not.
無理かも。
I'm the supervisor of the camp, and I'm the one who's handling the current
無理
situation
か
on
も。
behalf of City Hall. Ronald Harlow at your service. Now, sir, tell me who you really are, or you'll have to explain yourself to the police. I have full authority to
なぜバレたん
request
だ
they detain you.
Very well, Mr. Harlow. I am a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness on my case. Sherlock Holmes is my real
やっ
name.
ぱり誰がシャイロック・ホームズかわからね
Even so, you're not authorized. I can't
お
let
通
you
しできませ
So
ん。
please, step back.
えしょうがねえな。俺の観察眼を見せてやるか。年齢を上に見せようとしている。わずかな口ひげ。目の下にクマがある。役人らしく見せようとしている。角に着飾っている。なんかすごいね、確かに。精神的な重圧から汗をかいている。まあなんかすごい抗議されてるしね。汚れてない靴。普段は座っている。なるほど。自身の責任に満足しているわけではないが、与えられた全ての職務を教科書通りに遂行している。役所の外で問題を処理した経験をあまり持ち合わせていない。事務所を出ることがほとんどないことがわかる。自分を役人らしく見せようとしているが、ボルドナの雰囲気から浮いてしまっている。自身の快適な環境から外に出たコナルドが精神的に圧迫されていることを示している。途方に暮れた形式主義者。こいつ難しいですね。仕事で疲れ果て落ち込んでいる。疲労した彼には様々な問題を解決するほどの記録が残っていない。なんかそんな感じじゃないけどな。こっちじゃないですかね。
気力ないなら探偵だってちょっと協力してくれないかとか言いそうだもんな。
I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
I know you want to deal with this in the right way. You are obviously a professional and a responsible person, but you clearly have never handled a situation like this before.
I am handling it, Mr. Holmes. Don't question my capability here.
And tell me how you do it. You can't even calm this gathered crowd, and as for the police, they're not quite managing it either, are they? You consider yourself a problem solver, but until today, you've been solving problems sitting at your desk in a dark corner of a city hall room. Here, you need a more practical approach.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
手を貸そう。
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
頼りある
And
私
how
がね。
exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest.
市役所の人間だと伝えてくれ。責任問題になるかも。
Young refugee, she's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh. I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help.
やった
All right,
ぜ。
Mr. Holmes, I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh.
Violet
So you're
61
not
sheet.
from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes. This whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to
アフリカから密入国させられてきた。
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was.
どこの国かわかんないってこと？
With other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only
恐ろしい時代だ。
a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Mr. Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do and what I am responsible for.
後ろうるさー。
Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every city hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
The police here on City Hall's behalf too?
They are, minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the island, so there's a significant police presence.
みんなめんどくせえなと思いながら仕事してるやつだ。
I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City
自白の個人専門
He'll
家。
fill in the details for you.
I'll find
きつ
my own words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
Beasts!
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir.
許可をも
I'm
らった
Sherlock
よ。
Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive
植
report
民
on the
地省
incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of
難民どもが
refugees
一般
attacking
人
a
を
man,
襲っているのを目
including
撃した。
a refugee.
お
When
や
the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage
その一
canal
般人は
with a
胸にナイ
knife
フ
in
が
his
突き刺さ
chest.
り、下水用の水路に浮かんでいた。
Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector.
わかりやすいね。
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget
言い
about
たい
the
方
whole
だよな。
thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years.
やつみたいな犯罪者を。
思いながら仕事しててくさ、リアン。
本当な。やつみたいな犯罪者を何度も検挙してきた。うさんくさー。
And no clue as to his identity.
はあ、
He
め
had
んどく
some
さ。
items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I
よくわ
should
かんねえや。
catalog his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the
好
body.
きにしな。適当や。
And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started
今回の
because
こと
of
はそ
her.
の女が原因。
She started wailing and the
難
refugees
民ど
stood
もは
up
泣き出した女を
And
助けよう
where
と
is
した
this。young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's being questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee.
難民だから英語は全くわからない。きつー。これ言語通じないやつ
Here we
だ。
go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon
Clearly
another
a
dead
left
body.
handprint here.
0.
現場か。
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently. Someone bled profusely here.
ああ、これマジで橋の下なのか。すごいとこだな。砂の中の小さな溝、地面がくぼんでいる。歩き出血している、歩き続けた。水路の中に逃げ込んだのか。
Malpal, soaked with salt
出た、マルパルだ。
1,000 pounds. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona. A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk.
ここ警察がやってくれてるから証拠は分かりやすいな。
These events have fractured into so many pieces. But I know you can collect them all, Sherlock.
警察のブー
Police
ツ。
boots always have a man's footprint. A heavy boot with a worn-out sole.
重いブーツの底がすり減っている。
このイマジナリーフレンズみたいなのは誰なんだ。
わかんない。イマジナリーフレンズ。マジでイマジナリーフレンズだね。ちなみに。なんだこれ。ナイフで切りつけられた後。いい感じの棒だ。
No hint of blood or impact. It might have been used as an improvised weapon.
お、裸足の足
Someone
音。
was dragged against their will.
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
お、倒れてる。切りつけられとる。ちょっと手当てしたれよ。
Potentially serious if not treated immediately.
手当てしたれよ。
He is in shock, feverish, and dehydrated.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
May I ask you something?
I think we can find all we need here in the camp. Let's have a good look around.
治療したれよ、さすがに。ドン引きだわ。
科学の時間か。
科学の時間ではないのでは。
責任取りとうない。
失敗して、なんかね、やっぱ、怒られても嫌だし。沸騰したお湯、清潔。
熱い。
おそらく清潔。
Better than nothing to bandage the wound.
こんなところにグリーンハーブが。
That will kill, not save him.
こんなものでは彼は死んでしまう。
It won't do any good.
布入れときました。先に。あ、アロエだ。
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading. I've collected all the ingredients now to prepare the first aid solution.
で、 うん、持ってっていいの？あ、科学の時間だ。任せてくださいよ。マイナス3、マイナス4、5。マイナス3、マイナス3、マイナス3、これ何これ？知略値を半減じゃないわ。どれだこれ。一つ減らす。なるほどね。マイナス3、マイナス4ってどれ？マイナス4、マイナス4、
マイナス5を1つ減らしたら、マイナス6になるんかマイナス4になるんか。
マイナス5。めんどくさいやつですね。で、2増やしたいんですけど、2増やして、2増やし、あ、G。マイナス4。マイナス4。いったかも、これ。あ、違うわ。わかんなくなっちゃった。この間にくっつければいい？はい、ゴリー。余裕ですわ。余裕ってわけ。そんなに？
This should make you feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
こんなことやりそうなかったんやけど。まあ一応ね。
めっちゃ効いてくさ。
グリーンハーブなんで。うわー。
ゴリにも優しい試薬。
お、
coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here.
石炭のクズだ。お前まさか。
An interesting tattoo.
入れ墨だ。
Does it mean something?
自業自得ってこと？
A steel dirk, sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers. I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however, the wound is too messy to be certain.
自業自得ってことですか、あなた。
Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the
この
other.
男は足を引きずっ
This
ていた。
man was limping John. A violent death. This man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John. You know what? I'd like to understand.
What? If they find out
How
about
did our
the
dead man
message,
end up
people
inside the
will
camp in
be
the first place? May I ask for your assistance?
来た。運ゲーモード始まるよ。なんなんでマジこのモード。
If they find out about the
来た来た。警察官たちが心配していたのは、遺体が発見されたことで野営地の出入りが厳しくなり、自分たちの系譜で化石が得ることができなくなるということ。
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers smell fishy here, Sherry. Sherry, just look at this.
That's
Living
enough.
quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
下水が移住地になってる。やばすぎだろ、さすがに。もう下水かよ。鼻が曲がって絶対に死ぬわ。下水の出口の地面に野菜置いてるからな。これさすがに廃棄物か、でも。恐ろしいな。さすがにゾッとするね。
Back off.
ホームズさんは女装癖が終わりだったんですね。
あるよ。原作再現。
No, it's too short for these walls or cliffs.
わあ落ちたんだが落ちて死んだんだがそんなことある？
Dead.
うんこくっさいとこに落ちたら死ぬ。
わあ無理だろ。
Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
ここにどう侵入したか。訪問されましてもね。
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
ああ。どうやって入ったんだ？あの下水が怪しいかな。とはいえって感じだな。ええって感じなんだけどマジで。 どうやって侵入したか。どうやって侵入したか。ああ、ホームズ君すぐ水の中入るね。君上から逆に考えた方が分かりやすいとか、そんなことないだろうな。
Roadman's cigarettes, a brand highly regarded by law enforcement.
出たー、マルパルだ。
So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
俺の200回忌を見せてやるか。まず女の子が引きずられてますと、難民の。そしたら「お前何しとんねん」って、あ、どう違うのこれ。こうだね、なりますと。でそいつを撃退されて、ここでガッとなると「お前何しとんねん」ってみんなが襲いに来ると。でここでお見合いになったって感じじゃないよな。逃げて逃がすかーってなります。でここで血が出たのか。いや、ここで血出てるはずだから、ここでちょっと傷を負ったのか多分。でここはこけたような跡だったから、ずっこけて、ここで刺されて蹴飛ばして、そうね、落とされたって感じかな。確定です。
You're not even trying, Sherry.
おう。だから確認タイム。
はい。
刺し傷がある。男は下水道に落ちる前に橋を掴もうとしていたことが分かった。じゃあここですね、違うの。あかーんってなった感じですね。
You're not even trying, Sherry.
What the fuck? 一つの箱にはぶつけてできたのような亀裂が測っ、ぶつけてできたような。ここでこけて落ちたのか。刺し傷はどこでついたんだじゃあ。え？あ、事故って自分で自分刺したの？朝ー！朝ー！
yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled. He was stopped by the falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell. Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
自業自得ですね。
It's the same sword.
これはさすがに自業自得なんだよ。
Back off.
Back off. 完全に把握しましたわ。完全にわかりました。
I believe I can aid your investigation. I know who the dead man is and what really happened to him.
You do? Well, good for you. But I'm afraid I'm not the one you need to share your findings with. Speak to Mr. Harlow here. He's the one responsible for settling things in the camp.
Don't you care to listen?
Oh, I do care. Maybe even more than I need to. But I'm only here today to lock the place up, question witnesses and file the facts. It's sad, but coming up with conclusions is not among my tasks here.
すごいぶっちゃけてんな。
Anyway, speak to the supervisor. I'll just
管轄じゃないんでって
listen
やつ
to
だ。
what you have to say. I've already told you all I've learned.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
そいつらはそいつら。俺は俺。
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall lubberheads.
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not
胸の
an
中心の
offensive
人たち
stab,
だか
shall
ら
we
な。
say. The refugees
なかなかない。
didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
You think one small clerk can make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine. Do you know anything about this?
難民たちによればいかがわしい人間たちがよく野営地を訪れていた。さまざまな仕事をさせるために難民たちを連れて行くという薄い本案件だ。
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp.
人
This
身売買の温
wasn't
床に
the
なってい
first
た。
time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds.
お、俺っすよ。昨日手当てしたの。
The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone.
俺っすよ。
I've proven to them that the man who came into the
俺っ
camp
すよ。
died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason.
お、
You're
分か
here
ってるね。
because you want
分
something.
かってるね。
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Naylor?
Naylor. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Naylor's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are empty. You can speak to Naylor if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
セカンドレイプは趣味じゃないんで。
Hello, Naylor. My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please.
入れたくないかもこれは。
It is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen?
入れたくないかも。
Christ, Sherlock. Naylor, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man.
めっちゃ英語喋るやん。
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John. By a long shot. Naylor doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
ただの泥棒ではなくギャングの手先。人身売買クソ野郎。写真に写っていた強姦犯がそうに違いない。きつー。暴行者のステッチ。
May I ask for your assistance?
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
どうしよっか。とりあえず記録見に行くか。こいつの記録は難しいな。どこ行きゃいいんだろうな。こいつの記録はとりあえず、あ、クソが。とりあえず、パパラッチに抜かれてないか見てくるわ。見てくるか。場所が特定できないからな。結構難しそう、今回の特定。新聞社どこだっけな。ここだ。失礼。役人の 最近の一面記事。ないね。ここじゃないっすね。あ、ジョークブチ切れてる。いや、このパートマジで無理だろ。何度も言うけど。あと100回は言うね。あと100回は言うけど、このパートマジで無理だろ。もっとこうなんかありゃいいけどよ。ガチで曖昧や。あ？なんか、サイドクエストの気配。飛行船マジでいいよね。マジの宅急便でも描写すげえ好きだったけど。犯罪。軽犯罪。エッチな。ないかも。エッチな警察官。ここじゃないですね。警察のお世話になってたまるかっていう感じなんだよね。というわけで役所に行こう。まあ政府の人間というか、お偉いさんなら市役所に登録ぐらいあるだろ、この顔。
A contest for the guests of Cordona.
役人の職業どこだよこれ。あと1個。あと1個。
エンパイアステートビルの最上階は飛行船の駅だったって言うけど行ってみたいね。
あ、そうなの？なんか今出てきた気がする。トーマス・ノートンの略歴。消しちまった。トーマス・ノートン、1840年ロンドンに生まれる。オックスフォード大学を卒業。内務省の秘書。軍の長官。両陛下よりバスなんちゃらいを授与。市役所に執務室を与えられている。あれ？じゃあもう目と鼻の先にいるじゃん。おーい。少女変態レイプ野郎知ってる？レイプ野郎知ってる？
How did Mycroft recruit you? I doubt you're a field agent. I imagine you work with intelligence.
That's correct. Your brother noticed me when I tracked down a spy at
あのとんがってるところは飛行船を係留するためについてるんだって。
Not at all. We simply have a mutual interest in someone or something.
Of course.
出入り口あるんですよ。
Well, I'm his younger brother. I have to accept the
飛行
consequences of
船
being
こ
a
れ
close relative of an
もうあと100年使われるでしょみたいなノリで作ったんだろうな。
in the remotest way possible.
各地にこういうビルたくさん建てればよくねみたいな。ガチそういうノリでは。お、いるいるいるいるいるいるいるいる。お、変態野郎。お、なんか金庫ある。
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow.
お、変
Our
態野郎。
department needs to straighten out some business.
わい？昨晩は寝ていない。髭を剃る時間すらない。常に水つけている勲章。おー！手ぐらい洗えば。ワインか？手ぐらい洗えば。 岩だらけの服。遅くまで仕事をしている。後悔している。まあ、さすがにこっちでしょ。遊び人。遊び人。どっちだ？え？ワンチャンえ？え？わからん。いや、遊び人が勲章はもらえないでしょ。以上、レイプしたことを後悔しているのはちょっと今更オブザイヤーかも。いや、でもこっちだと思いますね。
遊びに行くならヒゲくらいするやろって感じはする。
確かに。
Didn't you hear what I just said?
You blame yourself for what you did. Won't be any good unless you confess to me, so I'll try to be polite.
What sort of did are we talking about? Are you from the press?
I'm here because of Naylor.
Who?
You don't remember her name.
Lad, if you won't tell me where you came, I'll call for someone here to sort you out, if you get my meaning.
打診を見せ
Do you
る。
recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper?
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter?
Huh?
What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you?
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it?
遊び人で
You're
は
in the clutches of justice, and very soon
後
they
悔してる
will
感じじゃないぞ。
squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But
遊び人では
for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity.
一応後悔は
I
して
made a
る。
terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault.
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What
みんな
happened
言う
was just bad circumstance.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're
それはそう。
young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position. Yet, here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes. And I'm no exception.
開き直りまくりじゃねえかよ。
Does the name mean anything to you?
後悔って感じじゃねえ
He's
ぞ
an。artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad.
容疑者の一
Wait,
人で
you don't
す。
think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio?
Well, him, yes. I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery of Paradise, there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want?
Money.
許すな。
What else do such people want? Needless
Black
to
and
say,
white.
I don't remember anyone taking photographs.
마지でめんどくせえよな。
I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't. As you've just proven to me.
ブラックメールのはなんかちょっと俺好きなんだけどな、今はし。
I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the crown. I made a mistake. But I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction.
私を逮捕しても得する人間などいないんだ。むちゃくちゃな理論やな。
Prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
え？ネイラだけでいいかも。
Layla deserves the very utmost.
難民の問題は別かも。
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
うまいことやれ
That's
よ。
not all.
俺だけじゃない。難民たちを助けろ。それぞれ別の問題じゃないですか、ホームズさん。ないよ。選択肢がこれしか。
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my
どこからか出てきた難民。
どこからか出てきた難民。
I can do that. So,
縛られてますわ。
now?
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide
難
what's
民
best
の
for
問題
these
と
people?
別なの。
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
来た。パーティー難民の女性を乱暴した。その現場で写した写真で彼を失脚させることができるだろう。だが写真を利用して難民の野営地を助けることができるかもしれない。全体の利益のための必要悪。無慈悲な正義。ちょっと。もうちょっと調べてみるか。
Have you thought it all through?
さあ。
Not yet.
まあでもこれで終わりか、この事件自体は。入れ墨何なんだろう。
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
もう一回現場の警官に話しかけれるかやってみるか。 これめっちゃ現場から近い。よし、ステップ。もう24時間抗議活動しよるやん。
May I ask you something?
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
これなんか知らない？
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do.
なんか喋り始めた。なんで 急に喋り始めた。
Mr. Niccolo Bernadotti.
どういうこと？
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scalario. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right? You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
密輸のやり取りをしてる。密輸のやり取りをしてる。市役所福音地と本土の間で密輸を取り行っている。警察署にあんのかな。まあ市役所に登録はしてないだろう。軽犯罪、凶悪犯罪では密輸って。容疑者のスパラディオ。違う。よいしょ。場所は分かったな。古代芸術と酒の密輸に関わってると。働く人間には以前強盗や暴行、恫喝などの脅迫とのつながりの疑いがかけられていた。だけど有罪にできるような明確な証拠は発見されませんでしたと。まあ、うまいことをやってるみたいですね。で、場所がスカラディオ地区のバザー街道。バザー街道、ローマ街道。バザー街道、ローマ街道。この辺りだな。おお、ヒットボックスでか。この辺り聖ピーター教会。ローマ街道との交差点の近く。バザー街道にあり、 バザー街道にはあるのか。この辺だな。交差点の近く。
はいよー。したらば513番さん。走る姿キモいな。
I won't wait for an invitation, John.
他の入り口を見つけよう。と言われても。全力で走ってるわけよ。こっちとら。頼もうって感じで。これどこまでがこの建物なんだ？なんとも分かりづらいな。
当たり前のように不法侵入しようとするよね。
難民たちが働いてる。
That's our way in, Sherry.
こんにちは。何の用だ。お、入れ墨してる。市役所の用事で来ました。
Good day, sir. I've been sent by City Hall to see Mr. Bernadotte about...
Mr. Bernadotte isn't seeing anyone. You have 3 seconds to walk
バレ
away
たか
or
も。
you'll never walk again. Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotte's best interest to...
One.
スーパーパンチ。
I did try to resolve this peacefully.
まあ、イベントパートは頑張っても意味がないということが分かったので、ヘッドショット。ヘッドショット。
あ、これよ。
Take
a rest, my friend.
スーパーパンチ。
Too simple.
正義パンチ気持ちいい。正義パンチ。
Just give him the pepper snuff.
Weapons ready. Let's dance.
したらば514番さん。その格好で一生懸命走るからキモいんだよな。
うわ。正義パンチ。
Too simple.
正義パンチ。
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
やばいかも。正義パンチ。
It's all yours. No, you killed him. Hey, you could have kept him alive.
Easy. 7位。手が滑った。手滑っちゃったか。ゾンが日記を更新しました。殺人なんてしない。それだけはやっちゃダメだ。間違ってるよ。わい？殺す気で来たし、相手。
Sherry, look. This seems familiar.
お、絵じゃないですか。エッチだ。またエッチな絵。あ？誰かいるこれ。
Vogel's stolen painting. Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case?
トイチ君激おこまったなし。
トイチ君激おこまった。絵だから。表現の自由わからないか、トイチ君。
Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central.
見えてないからよし。
A century old at least.
少なくとも1世紀前のもの。
Dogon statue from West Africa.
このおっぱいは大丈夫なんですか？
VH Grindley Flow Blue Tableware.
食
This
器
is
ではないか
what
も。
lies behind the facade of Bernadotte Company Limited. An amazing piece of culture. I imagine many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
あれなんかいる。
No, sir. Don't hurt me.
It's all right. I won't harm you.
Like you didn't harm the folks on the way here?
え、why? Why びっくりし
You're
た。
coming closer. One step and I'll shred you to pieces.
やんのか。命はないと思え。
Keep standing in my way and no one will ever see you again.
Righto. Yes.
ちょろ。
Excuse me, sir. I think
え
I hear.
調子が
I've got to-
え
It's better I leave.
命はない。
Oh, wow. That was as if somebody put my words in your mouth. 応戦だ。なんかいる。
Please don't shoot me. I have a family.
なんかみんなビビってない。なんかビビってない。もしかして Y 人殺しすぎてビビられてる。なんか握手してる。
Suppose it's Mr. Bernadotte with our fine governor. (1875) It's taken
取ら
a
れた
few
のは
years
数
back.
年前。
John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
The Bernadotte Company Limited trade network reaches the most distant colonies of the great empire.
It must be very convenient for a man like Bernadotte.
Just to talk to me. And come here, and we shall talk.
自分を大物だと自衛の用意をしている。愛想がいい。冷静なふりをしてますね。少女の写真。おお。やっぱロリコンじゃねえかよ。
Whenever you're ready. I'd hate to intrude.
暗殺しよう。お前もロリコンなんだろ。知ってんぞ。ギャングの入れ墨。他の入れ墨と異なっている。3本筋だな。汚れしようとも厭わない。結婚してる。銃持ってんぞ。エラグラって何？英国の犯罪王。でもこっちだろ。こっちやろな。見るまでもなくこっちやろな。まあ、首のやつは暗号で3本のやつが、まあ、幹部クラスみたいな感じ
Bad
なんだろうな。
news. The thug you sent to the refugee camp only succeeded in stabbing himself. His next and final journey will be to the morgue.
Hold your horses. Who the hell are you?
わかりやすい形ででも表すのはどうなんですかって思っちゃ
You
うけど。
are Niccolo Bernadotte, a smuggler, kidnapper, and notorious cutthroat, among other things.
首の位置を見ろ。こいつは組織の一員だみたいな。弱くねそれって組織として。
したらば515番さん。ペラグラ、食事による内野心欠乏症、ペラグラを引き起こすは、先進国では稀である。臨床症状には3つの D が含まれる、すなわち、色素沈着を伴う限局性の発信、
栄養失調みたいなもんか。
DERMATITIS。長文のため、以下省略します。
内野心欠乏症。先進国では稀でしょうね。貴様の部下は野営地で死
As
ん
I
だ。
said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened to try and save her. The ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's accidental suicide. He sported the same tattoo as your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about.
I
can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident. One I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest.
I was hired privately to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization and thus to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Interestingly enough, I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, if this is true, it is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation. So, this painting is why you broke into my office.
Mr. Bernadotti, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment, ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself.
So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes.
Before you draw your gun, there is one final detail I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr. Bernadotti?
You have the photograph with you. How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, but I am yet to decide what I shall do with it. I know the man in the photo is a British envoy. What interest do you have in his downfall?
I must admit, I am rather impressed by how comprehensively you have pursued this matter. And so, you deserve the honest answer. My business dealings are often arduous in their bureaucracy. A man in his position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly. In return, I will make sure no one looks his way either. A favor for a favor.
Also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph.
私の部下を雇って絵画と写真を盗ませた。
I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
It fell into my lap. As a businessman, I simply seized the opportunity.
アクターとしてちゃんと引き継いだと。
How much do you want for the image?
おお。なぜ少女が必要だった？人身売買やろうな。
Why did you send your man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best
そっ
thing.
ちの話か。
Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the
結
camp.
婚するかもな、そら。もし写真を渡すと言っ
Why
た
should
ら
I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money?
金欲しいかも。
You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotti. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better
人身売買をするような
I
やつに。
保護とかこいつ DV 男かよ。Help the whole camp. You are asking too much. I could,
一人の難民だ
however,
け。
make arrangements for one person. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess.
Oh.
That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it.
確か
She
に。
deserves it, don't you agree? And as
ギャ
for
ング
her
に、
abuser, he will serve me as much as he
なるほ
deserves.
ど。
So, in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you, Mr. Bernadotte.
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
クソみたいな状況だぜ。クソみたいな状況だぜ。
全員ぶち殺せばいいのでは？
無慈悲な正義。予想外の協力関係。すごいね、これ。
I need.
If you
私は、正義棒気持ちいい。正義棒気持ちいい。正義棒気持ちいいっすわ。
I need some time to.
if
あれこれどうやったっけ？ん？
Sherry,
The front
don't you
door's now
think
open,
this office
sir.
suits me?
You can leave through it. If you want to.
正面玄関が開いてる。はい。全員ぶち殺しエンドだぜ。
Did you hear? Another sailor's drowned.
あ、どっちだこれ。こっちだわ。いつまで抗議しとんねん。あ、閉められちゃった。
No, sir. Now the rules for coming in have become much more
それが
stringent.
厳しくなったからあんたはもうここに出入りできない。
Reap the benefits.
なんてこった。どこだっけ？最初に行った美術館ってどこだったっけ？最初に行った美術館、どこだったっけな？ここか。いや、違うな。ここだっけ？いや、ここだった気がする。
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
わかりましたよ。
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
みんな死んだよ。
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious.
ああ、キリもちなみに死んだ
I
よ。
tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
ここから先は俺の仕事じゃない。
I take it you found something more then.
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration.
エッチな写真見つけましたよ。
What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear
許せないっすよね。正義棒で殴りますよ。
In fact, the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic
生ものは扱いに気をつけろと。
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
Mr. Vogel, I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection.
スキャンダルにしちゃおうぜ。
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. The story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
セカンドレイプってこ
No matter
と
what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything.
美術
Regardless,
館繁
I
盛する
must
ね。
thank you, for art's sake. Well,
クソ野郎しかいねえ
now
な
that
この
we've
事件。
resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a
ク
gift.
ソ野郎しかいねえなこ
I
の事
took the
件。
liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
贈り物なんですか
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that.
君ならばわかるだ
I
ろう。
trust you'll know.
はい。なんか知ってんの
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
じゃあ
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
80円うまーうまー金うまー金うまー金うまーよし今日ここまでにしとくかたまにさムーンクスのどうやんだろうお、わかった。ほう。難しいな。難しいかも。あ、指がいかれるね、これ。OK。解決した警察の事件。殺害した敵7。この探偵になってるランク。いいぞ。もうジョン君、基本ブチ切れてるからな、俺のでも。はい。 どうしよう。20時からエコなんですよね。眠さがなかなかのものでございまして。何して時間潰してよ。あ、剣士やってみる？剣士か。もう剣士やってみるか。ダウンロードからだけどね。何ギガある？ 11 ギガ。結構重い。日本語かとかないでしょ、確か。これもっと入れてやった方が良さそうなんだよな。剣士、モッドとかで起動してみるか。おすすめモッド。
日本語対応してなかったっけ？
剣士。
してた気がする。コンフィグ系、右の背景を暗くする。半透明化。マップをバイオンが区切れたものを差し替える。
バイオは何をするんやろな。
まあ、どれだけやるかもわかんねえからな、でも。これワークショップ対応してる？あ、してんじゃん。じゃあなんか、最もサブスクライブで、とかで、なんか、イクルクッシャプロジェクト。ダウンロード。バランス変更系は嫌だよね。
来ないね。誰も来ないね。
ホームズ終わってからの方がいいのでは
516番さん。ホームズ終わってからの方がいいのでは？
でも今日とりあえずなんかちょっとやるだけやってみてっていう感じで。テクスチャプロジェクト。綺麗になる系。これだ。大きなテクストサイズを縮小し、ゲーム中の喜び速度を大幅に改善させる。重いのかな、このゲーム。まあ、軽いに越したことはないよね。間違えた。これ多分、いろいろ変わる系のモッドな気がするな。世界の情勢が変わる。まあ、日本語は対応してませんよって話か。ダウンロードの数すごいね。
大人気ゲームやぞ。
大人気ゲームやね。まあ、マップは入れとくか。マップは別に入れといていいのでは。道とか書いてあるって書いてあるし。不快じゃないでしょ、そうした方が。これじゃ入れとこう。 がっつり入れるの嫌なんだけど。なんか、バカにしてるわけじゃないんだけどさ、この手のゲームってなんか足らないものが多いから。お、かわいいのあるぞ。来た来た来た来たはい、チョコさんサブスクライブありがとうございます。来た来た
かわいい。
Thank you かわいいもっと。モアコンバットアニメーション。これバリバリ日本人作っとるやん、ゲーム。これ。このままとバニラ以外の種族に対応していません。種族入れちゃったから、これ。
ま、どっちにしろ、ボコボコにされるんですけどね。
もうみんな、死ぬってのは聞いてるよ。
俺は無力だ。でも手足なくしたり食われたりするんでしょ？
ありがとう。アニメーションオーバーホールモッド。あ、攻撃モーション追加はありな気がするな。
もしかしてなんですけど、ヨナゲーに改造しようとしてます。
もともとリョナゲーなんじゃないのこれ。何これ。これをスカウト。
決算丸。
有志の方が日本語に翻訳してくれました。何これ。募集可能な囚人を追加します。何これ。面白そう。とりあえずはいいや。これリミット入れた方がいいんじゃないこれ。よくわかんないけど。30人が256になるんでしょ。とりあえず30人でいっか、でも。ダーク UI。もしろ見やすいんかな。登録者数だって30万人でしょ。いや、これさすがに入れとこう。これないとこれ、いらーのやつやん、これ。どうしてもっと入れるのってこの楽しいんですかね。NPC Enjoy More Shopping。インポートは必要です。バニラ設定上買い物するの NPC。なるほどね。このモッドはいろいろな、なるほどね。
もっと入れまくって競合し合って、どれだよとか言わなくていいんですか？
ありがとう、ワークショップ。で、日本人めっちゃモッド作ってるね。おもろ。
Fun。
ジャパニーズ有能モッドめっちゃ作るやん。ドリルあるけど、世界観そんな感じなのこれ。ショップハーズブモアアイテムス。
エコ。
やってることがエコ。妙だな。
世紀末やし。
もう何をするのか分かるのが笑うわ。マジでバカだろ。なんでこんなバカなの？ちょっと見たいよな。
体が労働を求める。
ちょっと見たくなるのずるいよな。あ、なんかトレーダー、これうろつくのかな？なんかモッド入れるのめちゃくちゃ面白そう。
おバカ系モッドも豊富にあるんやな。わら。
結構入れてるやつが多いのが笑うわ。成長バランス。都市のリーダーを倒すとその都市を占領できるようになる。へえ。お、起動する？送信つけて消します。消してつけます。